In the world of supply chain, let's be honest, the list of certifications can feel absolutely endless, right? But what if there was one that wasn't just another acronym you stick on your resume, but a professional status? Well, today we're going to demystify the CSCPO. We're going to figure out what chartered really means for your career and see how it stacks up against some of the giants in the industry. Let's get right into it. Okay, so let's just start with the biggest question right off the bat. When you hear that word, chartered, what does that actually mean in a supply chain context? We hear it in other fields all the time, but for us, what does it mean? It really signifies a specific kind of professional standing. So let's break that down. You've probably heard of a chartered accountant or a chartered engineer, right? Well, think of this in the same way. It's so much more than just a certificate you hang on the wall. It's a professional status. This designation is all about showing that you've combined that high-level academic book-smart theory with proven, practical, on-the-ground experience. It's a real signal of professional mastery. So, we know what chartered means in theory, but who's the organization actually granting this status? Let's take a look inside the CSCPO. The CSCPO, it's an educational body that's laser-focused on supply chain and operations. They cover the whole end-to-end process, but you can see they've got a really clear emphasis on strategic planning. And they're not shy about who this is for either. This is for professionals who are aiming for senior management. The big goal here is to provide a globally recognized credential specifically for leaders. Okay, so if you're that professional, you're aiming for a senior role, and this is sounding interesting, what does the journey to get a CSCPO certification actually look like? Let's map out that path. Now, what I think is great here is the tiered structure. It is not a one-size-fits-all program. At level 5, you have the CSCPM, and that's really built for middle managers who are kind of bridging that gap between day-to-day operations and bigger picture strategy. Then you can level up to level 6, the CSCPS, which is for senior managers already deep in the world of strategic planning. And you have to check out the specialized option, the CSCCP. It's all about sustainability, and ESG, which, is a massive focus in our industry right now. And the curriculum itself really reflects this modern approach. It goes way beyond the basics, diving into that high-level strategic planning and, like we just saw, sustainable logistics and ESG. Plus, it digs into technology and digital transformation. We're talking AI and logistics, the whole shebang. This isn't just theory either. It's all aligned with the global standards for what a top-tier professional really needs to know to succeed today. All right, this is the part I know a lot of you have been waiting for. How does the CSCPO really stack up against the other major certifications out there? Let's put them head-to-head. It's time for the showdown. First up, let's look at the big one, the CSCP from ASCM. This is arguably the most recognized certification on the planet. The key difference here, though, is the philosophy. The CSCP is known for being very exam-heavy, with a super broad focus. The CSPO, on the other hand, really emphasizes that chartered status, which is all about blending theory and practice, not just cramming to pass one massive exam. It just carries a different kind of professional weight. Now, what about the SC Pro from CSCMP? This one is all about practical, real-world case studies. It's very hands-on problem solving. Now, the CSCPO also has that practical element, but it's framed within that more formal chartered designation, with a focus on strategic control. So you can see the difference in approach. SC Pro is really case study driven, while CSCPO is more theory and strategy driven. So we've defined what it is, we've mapped out the journey, we've even compared it to the competition. Now for the most important question of all, is the CSCPO certification actually the right move for your career? Okay, so let's see if this really fits. Ask yourself these questions. Are you targeting a senior management or a really strategic role? Do you value a credential that blends that academic rigor with practical skills instead of one that's just exam-focused? Is the chartered title a big deal professionally where you work? And finally, is sustainability and ESG a core part of your career focus? If you're sitting there nodding along to these, well, the CSCPO could be a very, very compelling option for you. And really, that's the ultimate question, isn't it? When you look at your ambitions, where you are now, and where you want to go, is elevating your professional status to chartered the right next move for your career? It's definitely something to seriously consider. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.